Hey everybody, it's Dracoya, and before I get into it, please be sure to comment, like, subscribe to support the channel. Today, I want to show you guys a little bit more about the base set that is now currently found on Dracoya.com here in the United States. Yes, my box is completely torn up. No, I'm not going to apologize for it. That's just showing you how useful this set really can be. I'm going to start with the primary colors. For those of you who don't know, that's going to be red, yellow, and blue. But today I want to show you a cold primary, which means we're going to be using magenta, commonly known as the artist's red. Now, if you're familiar with the base set, you're going to know that there's a warm yellow, a cold yellow, and two different phthalo blues, one that's a red shade and one that's a green shade. Why would we do that to you? I'll tell you why. We are going to create a warm primary set and a cold primary set. Now, today's focus is going to be cold primary, but more videos are on their way. If you guys comment, like, subscribe, we have brush tutorials, we have blending tutorials, they are coming. Now, one of the best things that you guys can do to get familiar with your base set, and this is even before you apply it onto the model if you don't want, do this, follow along. Now, I'm just going to use a crappy paintbrush. It doesn't really matter. I'm only using it so that I can show you guys the different colors. So today I used phthalo blue green shade because it is a cold blue. And then I used magenta instead of red because that's going to be a cold artist red. Now, first I'm only mixing the phthalo blue green shade and the magenta. We're going to be doing 50-50 equal parts. And then I will slowly be adding a little bit more magenta as we go on. I'm going to do this with all of the primary colors on the palette. Now that I've shown you guys that small gradient, we're going to move on to phthalo blue green shade and cold yellow. Now, all Kimera colors are single pigment, which means that these blues are going to be incredibly pigment dense. So a little bit goes a long way. But just for the purpose of showing you guys, I did about 50-50 here, half phthalo blue green shade, half cold yellow, and I have a beautiful, vibrant, almost emerald-like green. It's fabulous. Now I'm gonna slowly start adding a little bit more yellow. As you can see, I'm also not going to put these drops on a different part of my palette all over the place. I'm really just gonna mix them on the gradient side by side. It's gonna be a lot more helpful for you if you need to find these colors later to mix your paints in this way as opposed to trying to keep them separate like food on your plate. This range, so with these two colors alone, I've created almost all the colors that I would ever need for terrain. You have dead grass here, you have beautiful spring grass, you have ocean blues, and all I did was mix two colors in different varying amounts. Now we get to move on to the final blend, which is going to be magenta and yellow. Now the magenta is going to be quite stronger than that yellow, but again, just for you guys, because I love you guys so much, I did a 50-50 blend. It's a little bit hard to tell on camera, but you can kind of see it really gives it more of a orange or red type of a color. In another video, I can even show you how to make red using one of our yellows and magenta. So now I'm slowly just going to add in a little bit more and a little bit more of this cold yellow. So now you have this like lipstick cherry red, and now you have a sunset salmon type of an orange color, and it's going to grow into this really vibrant, kind of like a dark, warm yellow color. Side note, this is also how you would be able to figure out what your highlights for a particular color is. If you create this gradient, now you've already more or less got your highlights, you got your shadows. If it wasn't enough for me to show you all the different colors you can make with just those three, now we're gonna go back and we're gonna add in a little bit of white. Now, if you're doing this on your palette, you can absolutely control the amount of white you have, but I am more or less gonna be using the same amount of whites for all of these colors, just so that you guys can get a better idea. So on our phthalo blue green shade and magenta gradient, I'm gonna add white to every single one of those colors, and you can really see what that color mix was. So you've got everything from like a light pink skin all the way up to kind of a indigo or a periwinkle color. I mean, these would be just beautiful for different types of cloth or clothing, or if you guys wanted to do something fun and funky with different hairstyles. Even going back and adding the black to some of these colors. So now I'm going to get this beautiful plum. I love this color. It is just a lovely color of plum. And if I mix it with some of the other parts of these reds, I might even get more of a brown leaning type of a color. Now I'm gonna add the white and black to our phthalo blue green to cold yellow gradient. And look at all of these really beautiful greens that are appearing now. Again, this is exactly what you would need for your terrain. Now, I know that most of these colors I'm showing you, you probably can get in some of our artist sets that are also available on Dracoya.com. But what if you're going to a convention or one of your local game stores or a friend's mom's basement's house? You don't want to carry all 180 paint sets with you, do you? I mean, you totally could. Maybe you're that strong. Congratulations. Me personally, I'm not. So I just like carrying this one box, and then it does pretty much everything that I need it to do. If you look at some of these colors that I'm creating, a lot of them can be found in the expansion 1 set, now found on Dracoya.com. You have colors here that are more along the lines of that ultramarine blue, the oxides, the browns. A lot of these you can mix yourself. You do have to go through a couple steps, but now you can see the options in front of you. And I don't know about you guys, but I am a girl that likes my options. Now I'm gonna add white to our magenta and cold gradient. You'll see that as I start going farther along the gradient where I used more of the cold, I'm going to develop these really beautiful colors that would be perfect for gold and non-metallic metal. Now, if you guys have ever tried to do this with any other paint, you probably wouldn't get this same result. And it's because Kimera, unlike some of the other brands, is single pigment. And these single pigments are actually going to give you a lot more versatility than some of the other competitors that we've got. Yeah, see this last one? That is just a beautiful, perfect orangey yellow sunset color. If you add a little bit of black on the other side of that color, you would have pretty much the base of what you would need for a non-metallic gold. Adding a little bit of black even on the spectrum that's closer to the magenta, you're gonna get a bit more of that alizarin crimson, a little bit more wine color. As I mentioned, more tutorials are coming every week. I'm hoping to post at least 2 per week. Blending videos are coming, as well as some other tutorials on how to paint specific models. If you guys have any suggestions, please comment, like, subscribe below, but otherwise, come back, get your base set on Dracoya.com.